welcome back to the channel, everyone. And as you might have seen, there's a little bit of a background change here, and that is because I am in the new studio in the new flat. If you guys watched my most recent video, which was a moving vlog, you guys will have seen the whole shebang of me moving houses, and we, being me and Devon, actually now have an actual studio space to work in that isn't our bedrooms, where we also sleep in. So big game changer. We're very, very excited. Over the past 2 weeks, we've just been kind of, slowly but surely unpacking everything, starting to decorate a little bit and settling into the new studio. And today, I'm very, very excited to give you guys a little bit of a tour of the new space and show you guys like the new system that I've got going on, what the studio looks like, how impeccable the vibes are. You guys have been really, really like on it, asking me for a studio tour, so I really hope you enjoy it. But before we get into the actual tour, let's hear a quick word from today's sponsors, Ana Luisa.
Today's video is brought to you by Ana Luisa Jewelry. You all know that I love Ana Luisa and they are a continuous supporter of the channel. Ana Luisa is a carbon-neutral jewelry brand that creates sustainably crafted pieces, ensuring luxury is achieved without excess waste and mass production. They're very adamant about sustainability and transparency within the jewelry industry. Ana Luisa releases limited batches of their products every week to minimize waste, and they only use recycled materials in the manufacturing process, such as previously worn jewelry, electronic components, etc. Plus, all of their diamonds are lab-grown, so no mining is required. Recently, I got this gorgeous set of Bleece earrings with my favorite mother of pearl stone that Ana Luisa uses in their pieces. I love that they use lots of the same stones in different pieces, as this way a lot of my jewelry just ends up matching effortlessly. I also got this cute little Zane stud earrings that go really well on my cartilage earring spot. Finally, I got this beautiful Ember cubic zirconia bracelet, and I'm obsessed with the tiny details on these little flowers. They're so cute and elegant, and I've been wearing it non-stop. Not only am I a fan of Ana Luisa now, but so is my family. I've given my mum and my little sister different pieces from Ana Luisa, and they are big fans now. So we all kind of end up having sort of matchy jewelry, which is very cute. Ana Luisa believes that how they create their pieces matters just as much as why people wear them, and that luxury shouldn't be defined so narrowly and designed for so few. They just dropped so many new pieces on their website, so make sure to head over to the link in the description or on screen right now to check out their new collections. Don't forget to use my code PIPAZART10 for 10% off your order. That's PIPAZART10 for 10% off your order. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video, and thanks to you guys for checking out the sponsors of the channel. Now let's get into the video.
So with all that said and done, let's get into the tour, shall we? Okay, so as you can see, this is the studio. You guys might recognize a bit of it from the moving vlog, but you might also realize that a lot of it has changed. I'll input some little clips here of what the studio actually looked like beforehand when we first moved in, so you guys can kind of see a little bit of what's changed, how much work has been put into it so far, and just how cute it's looking. It is quite spacious. It goes like all around here. It wraps around this entire mezzanine layer. So we've got the little stairs down here going down to the lounge. And as I mentioned, it is a mezzanine layer. So downstairs is a slightly messy lounge, so please excuse that. Because it's a mezzanine layer, it is so spacious and like has so many windows and so much natural light coming in, which is amazing for a studio. It's absolutely a dream come true. And for now, we're actually going to ignore this little corner a little bit just because it's not fully finished. So that little desk in the corner there, you can see, has some music things. That's actually because my boyfriend is staying with us at the moment and he is working on his music work over there. So we're actually going to turn that corner desk into an extra desk for storage and also a desk for any friends who want to come over and work in our studio. So when we have like any people coming over to do co-working sessions. So that's what that's going to be. And then these shelves over here, which actually came with the place, are just so lovely. They have so much storage. So far, we kind of just put all of the convention stuff for like our tables, like boxes of, appliances that we need to keep, the extra Cricut over there, and basically all of our little friends, all the figurines and things. So yeah, it's kind of a boring little corner, so I'm not gonna like go too much into it, but just know that that's what's in this corner. And then here in the middle, we have a sofa that we used to have in our lounge, and that's kind of like the relaxing sofa whenever we're tired of looking at a screen. we just kind of come sit here. And it's also a sofa bed, so this is where all our guests sometimes come and stay. So yeah, now going into the actual studio space, very exciting. We got these really cute little vines over here on the little mezzanine, what are they called, fence? Yeah, I'd say it's a fence. And yeah, they're like fake vines that we got for conventions for decorating tables, and I think they look so cute over here. And this over here is Devon's area, so I'm obviously not going to go into that too much because it's Devon's space. But once you go in through here, this is actually my little nook, my little happy place, and my work area. And as I said in the moving vlog, we actually got second desks, both me and Devon. So I got this extra IKEA desk so I could have a sort of L desk moment, which I've always wanted and I've never had, and it is definitely a game changer. And I've got one desk for basically all of my, you know, primary work, so editing, emails, working on my computer, etc., drawing as well. And then that desk over there, as you can probably tell, is where I'm going to be doing pretty much all of my packaging. So, you know, packing orders, packing Patreon mail, etc. We've got this little IKEA shelf over here and some shelves over here that you might recognize from the old place. And just giving you a general overview for now. It's a very cute little corner, isn't it? I'm really happy with how it's looking right now. Of course, the art wall, can't go without showing the art wall. I feel like a studio isn't really a studio without an art wall, in my opinion. But yeah, I'll go into all of this in detail. Let's begin with my desk, shall we? So you might recognize this desk from the old place. Obviously it's the same desk. I really, really love it. It's got these sort of trestle shelf legs, which offer a lot of storage. So yeah, I've got, you know, basically all of my folders with all my important documents and extra sketchbooks and just paper pads and folders with drawings and things. Basically all this stuff, like essential stuff that I use on a weekly basis. So I've got my Cricut guillotine, I've got my Cricut light pad, all the stuff that I might need for drawing and working. Under there, I've just got my big pencil case, my Himi gouache paint, and this little storage box which just holds, like, you know, camera batteries, SD cards, and just things like that for filming. Over on this side, I've got some packaging things in this little basket that I usually use when I'm packing orders or packing Patreon things. I've got my stamps, I've got thank you cards, little Patreon cards, just a bunch of bits and bobs really, but I put them all in this little basket so it would be easy to like take out and put up on here if needed. Of course, I've got just a stack of my art book, etc. Just a bunch of copies for when I'm packing orders. They're quite handy. There are just a few copies. I've got like all of my copies downstairs on some other bookshelves. But yeah, obviously I like to have some at hand so for when I'm packing orders. And I've just got some random sketchbooks and paper pads over there. And then the main attraction, my actual desk. So this is my new computer. You guys might recognize it from the moving vlog. I upgraded my old computer to the new ones, the new iMacs, and it's kind of this like purpley lavender color, and I'm obsessed. It's so cute and it really fits the aesthetic of my desk, which I love. Yeah, this is where I have my little tripod arm thing for filming videos. I will be linking everything that I think you guys might want to link for in the description, so don't worry if you guys are interested in anything, have a look in the description. And then I've got obviously my lamp here. I keep getting questions about where I got this lamp from, and it is just such a cool lamp. I got it from shopcanvas.co. Again, it'll be linked down there. But yeah, it's a really cool lamp. It's got this really heavy, hefty base with my good boy Gyu Tomioka on him. He's such a good boy. Yeah, so it's kind of like a ring light that has a phone mount thingy on it for recording content with my phone. And it's just a very handy little lamp, and the light on it is amazing. So yeah, I've got my computer, my on-the-go pencil case that I use most often. Then over here, I've got my little pen pot that's got pretty much all of my daily essentials on it. It's got like a box cutter, ruler, stapler, scissors, etc. And obviously here on the right, I have my bullet journal, my current sketchbook, and this iPad stand with my iPad here that I love. I'll show you the stand as well. It's a very, very cute little stand that matches my computer. Isn't it cute? kind of obsessed. So yeah, this is kind of what I used when I'm drawing on my iPad. And then, of course, all of my pens, well, most of my pens, if I'm honest. But these are mainly all of the pens that I like use the most. So they're all over here on these cube X square thingies that I love. Makes organizing very satisfying. And that's it pretty much for my main desk. Over here to the right on my packing desk, I love this little area here because obviously I have those two giant windows right there and this big window that casts so much light onto my desk space. I'm very obsessed with the lighting in this place. This is where I pack pretty much all my orders or anything to do with my Patreon. So I've got my little Moonbeam label printer right here that's connected to my computer so I can print off labels very easily. Oh, this is just like a mechanical pencil sharpener that I forgot to put away. Here we've got my prints, pretty much like all of my big prints that you see on the shop, and they've got these little tabs that make it really easy to sort through them and grab the print that I want. I did film a bit of me actually organizing all of these in the moving vlog, which is very satisfying. So yeah, you can watch that if you want. Over here, we've got all of my smaller prints. So A5 prints, A6 prints, etc., which also have all of these little tabs that make it very easy to pack orders. Of course, I've got all of my little washi tapes that I use for packing orders sometimes. And then this is just my little Patreon bin that I put all of my packaging things that I use for Patreon in here. And yeah, that's kind of all the stuff that I keep on here. I like to keep it quite nice and clean and open, obviously, so I have lots of space to pack orders. Underneath, I've got pretty much just packaging things. So I've got this bin with lots of extra copies of prints, leftover Patreon prints, yeah, just basically extras that I don't need to have out at all times. And then over here, I've got pretty much all the packaging things, all the boring stuff, I guess, from packaging orders. I've got these little shelves over here that carry my tissue paper, my stickers, and just some cellophane bags just for like packaging things. And then in these two like really cute crates over here, I've got all my envelopes, my bubble mailers, cardboard boxes, etc. Basically everything that I use to actually ship out all the goods to everyone. And yeah, it's all very nice and accessible, easy to grab when I'm packing orders, which hopefully will make packing things very, very easy and streamlined. That's pretty much it for my desks. All very nice and tidy, and I'm very happy with the system that I've got going on here. With my desk done, I then wanted to show you guys what I've got on these shelves over here. So just on the top, I've got obviously my little acrylic stand that I sometimes take to cons. Just thought it'd be cute to display it. I've got obviously my YouTube plaque over there. This is just a random pot of like all of my paintbrushes that I think they look cute displayed, so that's why they're there. I've got my microphone, obviously, for filming videos and recording voiceovers. A little candle over there in the back. Just below that, I've got my Cricut Maker machine, and then I've got my printer over there, as you might have seen. So it's very easy to kind of go back and forth and making stickers. I've got all my tools and stuff inside it that I still haven't taken out from when we moved, and then I've got pretty much just shop stock on the rest of these three shelves. So I've got mainly, you know, stickers, acrylic charms, more stickers, enamel pins, washi tapes is kind of what I keep on these shelves, which is kind of the same system as what I had in the old room, just a bit more organized and with more space. So nothing is cramped and piled on top of each other, which is lovely. So here I've got my my Hero Academia stickers in these little dividers. I've got my Haiku ones over here, and I've got acrylic charms in these bins over here with their accompanied backing cards. And then down here, I've got all of my Clouds washi tape stock in these two little crates. And then this acrylic storage bin, it's so useful for organizing things. So I mainly keep enamel pins, sticker packs, and my Zodiac Goddess stickers in there. And it's looking a little bit empty right now. That's just because a lot of my things thankfully sold out at London Comic Con, so everything's a bit out of stock, and I'm currently working on designs for new things for the shop because I'm opening my shop back up this summer. So don't you worry, this is about to be completely stocked up with new things very soon. Finally, in the last shelf here close to the bottom, I've got these two little A4 crate, well, little bin thingies that just carry packaging things like backing cards and, you know, leftover stock of some stickers and just, you know, bins of random things. And then over here to the left, I've got my two biggest sized prints that I didn't obviously have space to store in my A4 print bins. So I've got this one, the Birth of Venus Botticelli print, and my other really big holographic print. So yeah, that's what's in these shelves over here, just to my left. Of course, we have to have a little messy corner. This is my messy corner, is where I keep all of my like mailer tubes for sending big prints. I've got my light tripod and just some canvases and stuff on the side. Yeah, that's the messy bin. Don't look. And of course, here on the windowsill, I just have to show you, this is Devon's rock collection. Devon really likes geodes and rocks and stuff like that, and to be fair, they do look really cute here on this windowsill, especially when the light comes in from this window and like hits the gems. It just makes really cute colors. And yeah, some plants that are also Devon's that are looking very nice and happy here in the sun. Very cute. And then this windowsill is still yet to be decorated fully. We're probably just going to put more plants on this one if I'm honest. But right now it just has like all of my candles, or some of my candles if I'm honest. And it will soon be decorated, I promise. It won't just be the candle windowsill. Although it could be, if I'm honest. I'll have to see. And then of course, the art wall, the colorful bit of the studio that I love the most. I obviously showed you guys me setting this up in the moving vlog, so if you didn't see, obviously go watch the moving vlog if you'd like. But yeah, I just love having a wall of artworks from artists that I love, artists that inspire me, and people that I've supported at conventions and stuff. So yeah, just a bunch of colorful prints of people that I love that inspire me every day. And it's also a really cute little backdrop from when I film videos. Like, it's pretty cute. And then finally, for this big bookshelf that we have, that's one of them IKEA ones. This half over here is mine, and then that half over there is Devon, so I obviously won't be showing you guys that side. But this is kind of where we stock all of our like main art supplies. As I said, we do have a lot of art supplies just in that messy area at the back, but this is kind of all of the main art supplies that we use the most. So yeah, as I said, we have the printer on here, my trusty printer and scanner, this fan, just because it's been quite warm in the UK recently. It's actually, my boyfriend gave it to us, so it's a bit of an eyesore at the moment, but it has been helping us a lot. And then over here, I've got this letter tray that is actually kind of, it's again, a bit of an eyesore, but it's very helpful to me. It's my going out bin, I call it, but it's basically all things that I have to do soon. So everything that I get in that needs either to be like emailed about or sent out, or like parcels that need to get sent out, or things that I need to do soon, I'll put them in here basically. So it's a big old Piper, remember to do this tray. Don't know, it's a funny system, but I don't know, it's just right there when I'm sitting, I can immediately see it and be like, oh, I gotta do that. And then as we go down here, you'll see that I have pretty much all of my go-to art supplies in this sort of square corner. So I've got my Faber-Castell Polychromo pencils over here. I've got some paintbrushes in this paintbrush pencil case. And then I've got some large Arteza watercolor pan, a medium one, and then a baby one. So yeah, I've got like a lot of Arteza watercolors. I've got a lot of paint palettes, like ceramic palettes here for when I'm painting. Some more paintbrushes, some gouache, and my Paul Rubens watercolor pan over there. And these are kind of like my most used supplies for painting and stuff, so that's why they're here. Underneath those, if you can please excuse all of this mess of wires, we are working on some cable management, but at the moment it's still a bit of a mess. It's just an Ethernet cable that I still am yet to properly store. So if you could just, again, not look at that area. Over here I have my most used watercolor paper pads, mixed media paper pads, basically paper that I use for painting. And then I've got my washi tape, storage box over here, and then some random bits of bobs on top. Then we've got these drawers over here. Over here at the top I have all of my ink related supplies. So I've got all of my painting inks, my coloring inks here, got my Dr. P.H. Martin Bombay inks, obviously all in color order here. I've got all my ink pads for stamping, all of my actual stamps, and just everything stamp related. And then I've got a bunch of just random pens in there that I don't really use, but I don't like throwing away things, so I hoard them. So yeah, this is all my inks in this drawer. And then in the drawer underneath is kind of the shame drawer. It's not very organized at the moment. It's got a bit of a disorganized system, if I'm honest. It's all like tiny things that I'm always afraid I'm gonna lose, so I'll shove them in like these random jars. I've got some hairspray that I only use to like seal sketchbook pages that I don't want the graphite to smudge. I literally don't use hairspray besides that, so yeah, I've got my glue gun, got some random other crafty things, and some Cricut stuff. I don't know. This is the random stuff that I use for crafting drawer. Yeah. And then finally, this little section here is more art supplies that are kind of like not as pretty to display, but I do use very frequently. So I've got all of my Ohuhu markers here, some more Everblends from Arteza in here, and I've got some painting things, some more sketchbooks and canvases, some canvas boards. So yeah, just stuff that I do usually reach for. Of course, I have my actual giant Arteza pen set right there that I actually need to bring over to here so I can put it in this cupboard thing. So I'll do that eventually. That's what's in this little cupboard thing over here. Nothing very interesting, which is why I close it behind this door. As you can see, this wall over here is quite bare at the moment. That's because we still haven't had a moment for me and Devin to put up all of our prints and cool things over here. So I will probably do an updated studio tour eventually when we finish decorating everything and we actually have the whole studio properly set up. So yeah, maybe that'll happen at some point, or I'll just film myself putting up all the prints in a future studio vlog. Who knows? That will also probably be a bit more zhuzhed up at a later date. But yeah, there she is, the little studio. So yes, this is the new studio. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Let me know what you think, and I will probably give you guys a bit of an updated tour of the studio space at some point later down the line, just because there's some little bits and bobs, as you guys saw, that need, you know, sprucing up, i.e. putting prints up on some of the bare walls, and yeah, just some little DIYs that need to happen here and there. And on top of that, I also wanted to ask you guys if you would be interested in seeing a room tour, like my actual bedroom, because I put a thing on my Instagram story the other day of my room, and people were like asking for a room tour, and I was like, I didn't realize that you would be interested in seeing that. So let me know down there in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that. I would be more than happy to give you guys a little tour of my room, which is also very cute. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.